What's up, y'all? It's your guy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is Fight Talk number 26. It's been almost a month and a half since we've been here, and we're back, baby. I'm here to recap UFC 300, talk about UFC 301 that's coming up. All right, and I got my co-host, the best co-host from the UK, my dog Ed. Say what's up to the people.
How you doing? You all good?
Yes, sir. So I guess we got to talk about UFC 300. What did you think?
Fantastic. Hold my hands up. I'm a schmuck. Beat my expectations.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's one of those cards, honestly, we're going to talk about 10, 15, 20 years from now. Like, honestly, like, that card was that good. I can't even remember what happened in UFC 100 and 200. Well, obviously, I remember about 100 because my boy Bisping was on it. But yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those. All these milestone events, we just see someone get absolutely flatlined, don't we? Just seems to happen.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Justin is gone. What were you saying?
Now, we was just saying about, these cards, obviously, they always have these moments that we look at from 10, 15, 20 years that we never forget from now. So, obviously, with 100, we had obviously what happened to Uncle Mike. And yeah, man, 300, man, like, 300 is going to be one of those cards we'll remember for years to come. What a fantastic card.
Cope from Justin fans is hilarious. Yeah.
In fairness, though, like, it's one of them, isn't it? Like, I mean, that spin kick obviously changed the complexion of the fight. So props to Max and his team for finding that adjustment and incorporating that in their game plan. Because when he shattered his nose in the first, I was like, oh god, like, it's downhill from there, isn't it? Because we all know that Max gets better and better as the fight goes.
Yeah, completely agree. And I don't know, like, for me personally, like, I don't know, how did you have the fight? Like, I actually had a 2-2 going into the fifth.
Did you really score 2-2?
I don't know. Maybe I that's how I scored it live.
I had it 3-1.
Yeah, I know a lot of people had it like that.
Justin solely because of the knockdown, which apparently didn't get scored as a knockdown, by the way. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy, bro.
They're desperate to keep that record intact, don't it? The UFC want to keep that record intact.
I felt like he even got knocked down against Dustin. You remember, like, in the second round of their fight, like, he hits him so hard. He's basically saved by the cage, basically. But, I mean, I'm like, God, he basically got knocked down in that fight. But, I mean, I guess what? He did really good, in my humble opinion. He did really good. And I give him a lot of credit for it. And it was a spectacular performance. But my God, did the Max Fragile fans come back with a vengeance? Yeah. Oh my God!
Look at you on the defensive now. Is your boy Elias still scared, by the way?
Dude, bro. Oh my God, bro.
We all saw his face. Well, you don't have to be a psychologist to look at that expression. We all saw his face. That's like when your dad caught you red-handed, in his secret drawer where he keeps the Playboy mags, and you've been caught red-handed, and you give that sheepish look like you're about to get your ass whooped. That's what that face was.
Hold on, bro. Let me find this photo that everyone says he was shook. All right, let me.
You share screen it. Is that the plan?
Let me see if I can find this. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. This is the infamous photo that everyone's talking about. He was shook.
Show the one that I sent you, by the way. Not no schmucky one. Show the one I sent you.
Yeah, I am. This one, right here. Look at this idiot, bro. Look, Kung Fu Lepo, whatever the fuck. Scared as fuck. I would be too. Yeah. Weren't you saying Volk was gonna humble a? It's just ignorance, bro. Ignorance.
Bro, he looks scared though. I'm not gonna lie. He does look shook. And you know it is as well. Have you seen his interview since?
Yeah, righteous interview.
Yeah, he said it was sloppy, no head movement, all this.
That was great. You know what I love about Ilya? He is so confident in his abilities. It does in his own way, though. You know, it's not. I wouldn't say it's completely reminiscent of Conor, but like, I just love the fact that the Max Fraudjoy fans have found a way
to
make a future fight between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria.
That's what I find amazing. You know, Max was, I don't want to say irrelevant because it's a hard word, it's a harsh word to say about him.
Yeah.
But he was so relevant at 45 after the trilogy.
Yeah.
And then he somehow got himself back in the title picture.
No, but listen, Ed, hold up though, Ed. They have found a way to make a fight between them on terms of odds, potentially evens. Because if you told me they were gonna fight 3 months ago, or like I guess 2 months ago, I'm telling you, Ilya is either a 3-1 favorite or a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah.
And the whole world knows it. The whole world knows it.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
that's why. That's the thing, though, isn't it? Like a 298, obviously Ilya looked unstoppable. Everyone's like, yo, this guy, Georgian Gordon, no, he's the GOAT, all of this stuff. And then obviously Max does what he does. It happens, don't it? That's what we see every event. So even look at what what's being discussed about Alex Pereira right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Jamal's gone from all of a sudden being the guy, now all of a sudden everybody's saying he's shit. And it's like,
I feel bad for him, you know, like.
I didn't think I'll be honest, I thought he was going to get fucked up anyways. But
you know, I thought it was a closer fight than what people were making it out to be. I thought Hill had a better chance.
Yeah.
And I thought,
I'll be honest though, like, and we've touched on it a bit in the previous podcast. I said, like, to be honest, he just needed to focus on him, man. Like you're always in that space, and what he does in his line of work, you're always gonna get naysayers, right? So you just need to get rid of the noise and focus on you essentially. And what bigger noise is there than UFC 300? And unfortunately, you're just not able to deal with it. It's just.
Yeah, I do feel bad for him. What
do
you
thought
think?
He was going to lose. I just didn't think he'd get smoked and get made like a fucking can.
Well, what do you think about which I think is a dumb argument? Like, I understand what's the idea of the argument, but what do you think about the Herb Dean altercation of momentum? Is the best way I can describe
altercation of momentum. One, I think Herb Dean stepped in as he would have, obviously seeing the kick. The fighter can either then proceed with the foul and take his 5 minutes or not. Alex Pereira chose not to obviously proceed with the 5 minutes.
Yep.
That obviously resets. And then obviously you've got what happens after. Like, if you're a fighter, you know what the refs say. The first thing they say is defend yourself at all times. So when Herb Dean steps in and he steps back out and says fight, you got to be in a position to defend yourself at all times.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, I think so I heard it from DC first, right? And I don't know if Jamal sent DC to say it first, so it's okay. But like, I just don't think, even if you feel like you were wronged by the ref, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You lost.
What I don't want to happen is this narrative of being like, well, Alex didn't really beat Yuri because that was a bogus stoppage. And then against Hill, I don't want it to be a thing of, well, Herb Dean reset the fight and that completely changed the momentum. What momentum did Hill have? It was against the cage.
Yeah.
People were just saying, people were putting 2 and 2 together, being like, Hill might knock him out against the cage, like Izzy did. But Alex stepped on his foot so you wouldn't fucking get away from him because he ain't making that mistake again.
Yeah, and then that was
precisely why he stepped on his foot. Yeah. But he weren't going anywhere. He was going to land the left hand, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and he got him. So it's like, it's kind of one of those weird things where, like, I feel for Hill because I actually do like him more now than I've ever.
He took the loss very well, by the way. I might just add, if you've seen what he's been putting out on social media. Exactly. Do you know what? I don't necessarily agree with him turning around that quick, but you know what? He wants to get busy. He wants to be in better shape. He wants to come back stronger. He's a grown man capable of making his own decisions. You know me and my feelings on knockout losses. But he weren't like out cold. He was still responsive. So perhaps
that was a bad drop though. And I think that's the first time he's ever been knocked out, right?
Yeah, the drop was bad, but obviously he weren't like out cold, was he? Like he was still he got back up. It weren't like when Alex lost to Izzy and he was still having people turn to him. Like he did get back up. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Do you know what? He wants to fight Roundtree. As much as people want to laugh at the rankings and supposed skill difference on paper, that's still a very dangerous matchup in terms of, obviously, if you overlook someone like that, you could get knocked out before you know it.
Yeah, that's true. But
Two
Roundtree,
KO losses in a row, and then you start fighting down the rankings, and then you find yourself in a situation where you get knocked out by a
yeah.
Ryan Span jab, like fucking Dominic Reyes. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, I agree. That's all that's very true. But my God, Khalil Roundtree is nothing special in my humble.
bro, I think if Jamal Hill has anything about him, he has to get him inside the round.
I do. I think Jamal Hill could go out there and out wrestle this dude if he wanted to. That is the amount of skill difference there is between those two. You know what? Okay, when Khalil Roundtree did what he did against Anthony Smith, did I?
We have to bring that up though.
No, I'm just saying. Just for argument's sake, right? Did I shed a smile? Of course. To be honest, though, and I've felt this way about Anthony Smith for a whole year. I think he's past his prime. I don't think he's ever been the same since
Glover. I think Glover fucked him with the veneers.
No. I thought he was all right even after that. I think after his injury, after Uncle Live, he looks slow. He looks timid. Like I've never because if you rewatch the first Ryan Spawn fight with Anthony Smith,
yeah,
and then you watch the second one, it's a completely different person. I don't know.
Watch now. You said that, but you're right though. I think injuries like that though, especially at that weight class, I've told you about 205, where your movement is going to be very important because you're a big guy and you can't afford to get hit. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like if you've got someone who freezes you in there, that's a fucking problem. That's why Reyes did so well in the come up.
Yeah. So I don't really, honestly, truly
believe the most bogus fucking resume I've ever seen, and he's going to fight Jamal Hill. This is crazy.
I'm just telling you, like I just don't believe that.
It's that Justin Jabroni guy who I thought he lost the decision to.
Yeah.
Chris Walker's coming off a KO loss.
Oh, that was horrible, right? Like,
and then that one was horrible. And then Anthony Smith, fucking hell, man! And he gets
right, like, nah, we refuse to have this guy.
This is going to be on the Conor card, by the way, which is nuts. And this will probably co-main it as well, which is even fucking crazier.
I wouldn't be surprised. This is what they've been doing for the
last. They've got to throw Colby, Ian Gary on this as a co-main event 5-rounder, man. They've got to.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I
Card needs that spice though. I'm gonna have a look at 303.
They have Connor. That's all they dude. I know what bro. You remember the Cerrone Connor card? You remember the co-main event for that?
Was it the Holly Holm one? Was it?
Hell, motherfucking yeah! These guys got no shame, bro.
You know what? They've got Cub Swanson and Andre Fili on it. That's gonna be the feature fighter.
Yeah, it should be a good one, but
bro,
but nonetheless,
do you want me to list the fights they've announced?
On the Connor card?
On the Connor card, yeah.
Oh yeah, we could talk about
Myra Bueno Silva and Macy Chasson, Julian Robertson and Watson Gomez, Joe Piper, Mark Andre, Jamal Hill, Roundtree, Cub Swanson and Andre Fili. Fucking hell.
I mean, Connor and Chandler should be a good scrap, though. Nonetheless,
I feel like to me, you got to put the sort of, the prelim schmucks that have a bit of talent, but like they need a big stage to perform on. You got to put schmucks like that on this card to get them noticed. That's the kind of card you put them on. That's the kind of fight you should put on this card. Even if you don't want to pay people mega bucks to be on this card. Do you know how many people will be twerking to go on that card? You can get anybody you want on that card.
Yeah, I agree. But this is what they do, I'm not surprised by it. It's what they do. What else can we talk about UFC on UFC 300?
UFC 300. Fucking Alex emoting was fucking hilarious, by the way. I didn't think.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah.
That was fucking mad. My boy obviously got the W at 45, so obviously I can't go without
Aljamain Sterling, bro.
Obviously, like he won. Very happy with the performance as well. So fuck you guys who were twerking for 300 grand bonuses. My boy dominated start to finish. He didn't get paid, which isn't fair, by the way, because Yuri gets some Mickey Mouse knockout and he gets paid. So I'm not happy about that. And he was losing every second of that fight as well.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I haven't really addressed that, honestly.
Yeah, you need to address Rakic's funeral, by the way.
Okay, so let's talk about Yuri Prochazka versus Alexander Rakic, the 3-year war that sadly ended. The Czech Republic, I owned it for a good solid 5 months. Now their ownership has been returned back to them.
Is it annoying? He's beat both your boys as well.
Oh, it fucking hurts to my core, bro.
I
Like,
like Glover in it, but I was so hurt when Glover lost because he was winning every second of that fight as well.
because he's not like I hate that I have to say this because it sounds crazy because he has like what a 29-4 record, but like he's not good, bro. Like what he does in there, I don't understand how he gets away with it. I'm telling you, when I saw Vadim Nemkov fight this guy, Ed,
Yeah,
I was literally like banging my head through the wall.
I'm
Like,
so high on Nemkov, man. I need to see it.
how did you lose? Why? And it's all based on this weird exhaustion tactic that he goes through, right? Where he just tries to outlast his opponents. That's all this is. It's just a simple rope-a-dope, right?
Is that a bit like Cheeto in that sense?
No, I don't know. It's not.
Like
I
if you remember Rob Font and Cheeto, right? That fight was like because Rob Font outstruck him, in my opinion, and I thought, but Cheeto just had a way of just where the damage wore better on Cheeto than it did on Rob Font.
Yeah, no, I kind of see what you're saying, but Cheeto did it in such a disgusting way. Like it just that also pissed me off, but it's his own disgusting way. But this, like, I mean, Cheetos is more technical, right? Like he does have a technical hook.
Yeah.
Like he throws technical strikes. This here, it's just it's so stupid and unorthodox, and it just.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's something about Rakic calling him a fake samurai and a fake warrior, and for him to the irony was him not showing the warrior spirit.
Well, I know. I thought he was fighting hard to get up, right? But he just, to a certain degree, I felt like they should have let it go a little longer because
I don't think he got hit that hard though, personally, compared to the damage he took.
Yeah, you're right. So it's like I thought they should have just let it go, but at the same time, I was just really puzzled by the fact he didn't shoot for one takedown. I was really puzzled by that.
That was one thing that upset me because he thought the game plan he fought Smith was perfect for this fight.
Exactly.
I saw this fight and I was like, do you know what it is? When you've got smoke with someone, he wanted to prove a point, but just go there, get your money, and get your win money because he essentially lost on two. He essentially lost out on 200-300 grand because of it. I know everyone got excited with the 300 grand bonuses, but maybe it's just me, right? But if I see Max Holloway's on the fucking card, I see Alex Pereira's on the card, and Charles Oliveira's on the card, I'm like, right, those three for sure are in the running for the bonuses. Let me just go out there and get my money and go. What's the fucking point risking the bonuses?
Yeah.
Right? Think of some of the performances we saw that didn't get a bonus. Davison Figueiredo didn't get a bonus. He just choked Cody Garbrandt out.
Yeah, first guy to do it too. But I truly believe deep down in my heart that they will run this back. Like this isn't over. So I just want the Yuri Prochazka fangirls to know you guys won this one, but this isn't over.
You got another boy at light heavyweight for him to run through.
I know. We're gonna run it back. All right. This isn't about any this isn't about Yuri versus the world anymore. It's just about Yuri versus Rakic, right? We're gonna get it back. I promise you. They laughed at me when I said Brendan Allen would get it back against Chris Curtis. Look at where we're at now.
Oh, we haven't talked about that fight. Wow, what a fight that was.
Yeah, right? Phenomenal scrap.
What a fight. What a fight. Oh, he's gone. Oh no. Technical difficulties. See, mate, this is American internet for you guys. Gotta move to the UK.
My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I was being stupid.
I was just roasting America and the internet. That's all.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Brendan Allen put it on the performance of a lifetime against the evil Chris Curtis, and it was fucking fantastic. I've never watched a performance like that from Brendan Allen where I was so impressed with his boxing, his wrestling.
Can we appreciate the elbows stepping in, the range of elbows as well?
Oh yeah, just everything he did in that fight, it was beautiful. Only thing I could say where I could criticize Brendan was maybe some of the back control stuff, right? Even though the back takes were amazing. I think and so I mean
I've never seen somebody consistently do that to Chris Curtis though.
Yeah, him or Renato Moicano or Charles Oliveira. I'm trying to think of some other people that are really good at taking the back. Just have the amazing oh god.
They just have that knack in terms of rear naked chokes. They just know where to be.
Yeah, like semi Gilbert Burns too. I'll take him out of there.
You leave Gilbert Burns alone, bro. Don't put him in that category. He hasn't choked anybody out. He's choked one schmuck out welterweight. Let's not put him on there. You know how we were discussing schmucks fumbling the bag like Rakic?
Yeah.
For the bonuses. Jalen Turner's another one that fucked it.
Oh, dude, that I don't even want to talk about that guy right now. He's so stupid. That was no. Okay, Rakic, he lost, right? There's no excuse. It just was a loss, right? He got finished. It is what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really be like, oh, you could have done. Well, he could have wrestled a little bit, but in terms of striking, he got hit with a good shot.
Yeah,
Yuri was just better at that moment. This is called ignorance. Jalen Turner, his IQ in particular needs to be tested and needs to be studied for ages to come. You literally almost killed Bobby Green, right? In your fight prior.
So I said the same thing. So you had no remorse for Bobby Green. You just kept punching him. But this is the fight you want to step off.
But for Renato Moicano, you decide to be like Mark fucking Hunt. Dude, I was in shock. He literally got bitched. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like, he got taken.
I saw MMA experts go so mad because he lost them more money.
Well, no, I said he was a lock. I even told people he's a parlay piece. Him and
I mean, it weren't really like anybody's fault. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, when you lose a pick or you get a pick wrong, or like you make a bet and it goes wrong. Like, I don't count it as like an L because it's like it's him that fucked it up for you. Do you know what I mean? Because he really could have ended it in round one if he wanted to. All it took was him following Renato down, 3-4 unanswered strikes. Boom, ref gets him off him. That's it.
But no, Renato. It's kind of crazy. Like, okay. My bad, y'all. This is getting a little ridiculous right now.
Well, have you got it on? Well, you got it on your laptop or you got it on your phone?
I got it on my laptop. I don't know why it's acting up like this, but
you might want to run it on your phone. Your phone will probably hold up better.
Think so? All right, let's just give this one more try. All right, let's give it one more try. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, anyways. But yeah, we were just talking about Jalen Turner.
But yeah, no. So he's like, here's the thing about Jalen, right? I gave him a pass for the Dan Hooker loss, right? Dan Hooker's one of my guys. He's one of my favorites, right? Gave him a pass for the Matt Frivola loss, right? Gave him a pass for the Vicente Luque loss. Gave him a pass for the Gamrot loss. This one, I'm not saying Moicano isn't game. Former top 5 guy at featherweight. I'm not saying that. He's a good fighter. But the way he lost, it was like right when Renato Moicano took you down, you were mentally defeated. There was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird. It was weird behavior.
You're not wrong.
You know, and I'm like, what is going on with Jalen Turner? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on with him?
It might just be a mental thing, man. Like, we've seen fighters like this who are extremely gifted. It's like we talk about Kevin Lee, right? Kevin Lee is obviously the prime example of that. Like, they've got all the athleticism and the physical attributes and all the skill set in the world to do something with this and to make something of themselves and perform at this high level. But obviously, when the lights are on you, it's just different, isn't it?
But you know what? To be even fair to Kevin Lee's accomplished way more than what Jalen Turner's ever done in his career. Kevin Lee was a former top 5 guy, lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Went over Edson Barboza. He has, he went on a decent streak, right?
Fought for an interim belt, by the way.
Exactly, right? So, like, Kevin Lee's done a lot more than Jalen. Jalen Turner is just going to be one of those guys. I don't know what – I can't even compare him to Marlon Moraes because Marlon Moraes actually made it to the top 5. I don't know who to really compare him to, but what I'm really seeing is Uriah Hall. I'm really seeing a lot of Uriah Hall, and I wish it's not like that because I don't know. Like, he's so good. There's no excuse for that. Like,
the thing is, he might be one of those dudes who goes, right, I've lost 2 of my last 3 or whatever. I might go to 170 goes to 170 and then gets knocked out, and then it's just curtains at that point.
And I'm one of the guys that's starting to think like, I don't know if Joel Alvarez is a little better than him. You know, like, is he just the tall guy that just went on a run and got those favorable matchups? I don't know. You know, it makes you kind of.
If you're booking him, who are you booking him against right now? Out of curiosity.
I don't know, man. It's a, I mean, I think Grant Dawson has a fight coming up, but him versus Grant Dawson, he needs to go beat this wrestler, right? We need to see him fight a wrestler and beat him. I say him versus Grant Dawson.
If Grant Dawson, you know what it is? I know obviously the UFC have obviously got plans for Benoit Saint Denis.
Because Benoit would rape him, bro. Benoit would do horrible things.
It's a wrestler match. It's a wrestler test as well. I would love to see him and Benoit in Paris.
No. That would be rape. That would be the end of his career. Benoit. The things like, you know, P-Head's so lucky, bro. P-Head is so lucky that fight went the way it went. But I want you to know from deep down in my heart, Benoit Saint Denis would commit sexual assault on Jalen Turner. All right. Okay.
That's why you've taken this.
Bro, Jalen Turner would never fight again, bro. I don't think he would be mentally ready to ever fight again.
I'm trying to see the ranking. There's quite a few people through.
But I say him versus Grant Dawson's the fight. I've been wanting to see that fight for a long time. So, and I obviously Grant Dawson has the worst chin probably at lightweight right now. I don't think anyone's getting one-shotted by Bobby Green like the.
Has he fought Drew Dober? Jalen Turner.
I like that too. I like that. That's a good fight. For Jalen.
Yeah.
I could
see he might just need another striker in there to get his confidence, but it's just. I personally, I'm with you though. He still needs the grappler test for me, but it's just like the second he went to the ground, he just crumbled, and it's just like I feel like we know the answers to those questions.
Yeah, and it's just nuts. It's like I'm not saying Mokayo.
He's just one of those schmucks who needs to go in a hyperbolic time chamber with DC or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's wild, but
I think that's what he needs, man. Is just get Uncle DC on the case, go to San Jose.
I mean, he lives pretty close.
Grow a beard. Oh, he fights out of San Bernardino.
Yeah, that's
go to San Jose, go see DC, grow your beard out. Rest is history.
Yeah, but that was the dumbest thing I saw on 300. Like that literally is like negative.
I don't see why not though. I mean, Kevin Holland went to DC. I don't see why it's not something that couldn't be looked into.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin got better with his wrestling. It's just he just I don't know. It's Kevin's a weird one.
He just doesn't like using it though, innit? And he's okay with losing a certain way. It's like, oh, it's a bit. We've seen fighters like that over the years. Right? It's a bit like Jorge. If Jorge loses, but he gets wrestle fucked, he doesn't care. He just says, "Oh, they got a crutch."
Yeah. So what do you think about this thing about Kevin? Like, actually, I don't know if I want to talk about Kevin Holland right now, but it is something I've noticed that people are just completely shitting on him. They're just saying he's okay being a loser.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It's just obviously. I think obviously the main thing with MMA, obviously the way we watch the fights and we see the high level fights and stuff like that. But we've also always had guys that stuck it out, right? Like guys that we knew weren't going to be champion, but they were always fun or always fought, and they were just like fighters. Like I know obviously Cerrone fought for a bout and stuff, but Cerrone was that guy who stepped in and fought everyone. Your Clay Guidas. I can name so many of these types of fighters, and I mean, I think he's okay with it. And to be honest, it's on him, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Okay, all right. Besides, since we were talking about tall guys that are okay with losing, what about Charles Oliveira's performance against Arman Strickland? What did you think about it?
I thought Arman clearly won the fight 2-1. I thought Charles lacked urgency. I think he was just, what's the word I'm looking for? He was just happy to be on bottom. He went really advancing, and unfortunately, in those situations, these fights are going to get scored on control, especially when it's fine margins and it's high stakes.
Yeah.
Like it didn't look to me like someone who was trying to fight for another title shot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So like it was kind of weird because I thought Charles did so good on the ground and like actually kind of dealing with the wrestling of Armin in the beginning. But where I was kind of surprised was that Armin was having so much success on the feet. Like, did you peep that? Like Armin was popping the jab out. He was fucking boxing up Charles at moments, you know? And it was so weird. Like I was watching, I was like, God damn.
You know what it is that people don't realize though.
Yeah.
With Armin's like height and his reach, you know it yourself, and you've seen Islam. You saw Islam initially struggle with it against folk.
Yeah.
They're not used to fighting that stature of fighter, which is why they fucking struggle with it. And we saw Max Holloway struggle with that stature as well. And you've seen, obviously, I know Jose Aldo dominated his division for a long time, but the Chaz Mendes fights were always fights where you're like, Chad could get him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that there's something about that short, stocky fighter, man, that people just struggle with. And he's got deceptively long arms as well.
Yeah.
That 72.5-inch reach. Like, I'm sure fighters go in there and they're like, oh, this 5'6" schmuck, da da da. And then they see the reach and the jab pump out and they're like, holy fuck, his arms are quite long.
Yeah.
So I think there's an element of complacency in that sense. But if you're Charles and you know you're the bigger guy, you just get him in the fucking the tie collar grip and you start trying to knee that body like you did with Justin Gaethje. And try and lean on him.
Yeah.
Try and make it uncomfortable for him.
Yeah. But I found it weird and like I just felt like Charles he got exposed in certain areas, but he didn't look too bad. You know, like he still.
It was a great performance from Armin Soryakin, and to be honest, you saw it as well. That fan altercation that could have easily thrown him off.
Dude, did you hear that they're holding his purse over that?
Yeah, which is a fucking disgrace to me.
Yeah, right.
Pay him, man. Fucking pay him.
It's
not his fault, man. You got people trying to chuck shit and say shit at him. He's about to go out there and fight for a fucking title shot. Like, leave him be.
And do you remember what I told you about these Charles Oliveira fans? They need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. They have.
But you know what it is though, Charles, because you say they're all Tony fans, right? But Charles is very different. Like Charles has never had the image of being like invincible like Tony Ferguson did in his prime.
That's true. Yeah.
I think it will take 2 losses and then people would just jump off him.
Yeah, I think right now. I mean, he doesn't look bad though. Like I wasn't not impressed with this. Like he had moments where he looked okay. It was just the weird areas of striking. I was a little surprised by. But
I think he's gonna fight Gamrot next though.
And I think Gamrot washes him. I think Gamrot really does. Like it's gonna be the same thing all over again unless he can knock Gamrot out. His problem is he plays the guard game too much. And you know what? A lot of people don't like to bring up. He doesn't. I'm not gonna say he has a bad guard, but he's a better rear naked choke guy. He's a better like mounted. Like he's not. He's a top submission guy. That's what he is. He's not a guy that's gonna be throwing up triangles and shit and this and that. Like he's just not that guy.
I'm gonna look up the last time he got a submission from bottom actually because you raise a point.
I mean, even if you look at the guillotine that he got from Kevin Lee, that was from a failed takedown attempt that he got like basically in transition of wrestling. Yeah, it's off his back, but if you watch it was one of the worst single legs I've ever seen.
Kevin Lee one, and before that is the Anaconda choke in 2019. So yeah.
But how did he get that one? Did he get it on top? You know what I'm saying? Like
to get David Timur. To be honest, that fight's 5 years ago.
Okay, I remember that. No, I do remember that fight. So he dropped David Timur and he hurt him, and then he choked him because and
then before that, it's rear naked choke, guillotine against Clay Guida. So yeah, he's not really. It's a lot of rear naked chokes in that run that lightweight. But yeah, I think he fights. I think he give him to a Gamrot. I think. Fuck it, man. Give it to a Gamrot. 155's a fucking mess, though.
I know, right?
Islam's about to fight Dustin. Do you know what it is? I'm gonna piss myself laughing if Dustin wins the bout. I really am.
Oh my god, bro!
Because Islam made a point of ducking all these contenders and saying, "Oh, nobody's here to fight. I'm here to fight in June." Convenient for him to say that after Charles, Armin, Justin Gaethje all get booked. So
Dude,
if he loses the belt, he's got no one to blame but himself.
I don't want to live in a world where Dustin Poirier is a world champion. I just don't want to live in that world, bro. That would be so horrible.
Are they going to give Dariush Moicano? Because Moicano's looking up the rankings. He ain't interested in fighting Paddy.
That's a good fight for Benny, in my opinion. I like that.
I think it is as well. I did tell you about Dariush last year, though. I did say to you he'll be fighting top 10, top 15 guys.
Oh, you know, okay, all right. Hold up.
I didn't say that, by the way.
Hold up now. Okay, let's get the facts straight. You said he'd be in the prelims, all right?
He will be on the prelims. He will be on the prelims.
He will not. I think that's.
I guarantee you, by the end of the year, let's say he fights in June and loses, that guy is going to be fighting. Let me look up a schmuck here. He's going to be fighting like Flash Gordon, Jared Gordon. That's the kind of schmuck he's going to be fighting. Oh, fuck, he's gone.
My bad, bro. This is getting ridiculous.
It's all right, man. Don't sweat. Now we were just talking about the kind of schmucks that Benil's going to be fighting. Now I said he's going to be fighting dudes like what's his name, man? Fuck, what's his name? Bro, he's going to be fighting all sorts of guys like Jamie Malarkey, those kind of guys.
Bro, listen here, brother. All right, listen here, bro. I'm not gonna allow this Benny disrespect to go on any further, okay?
Bro, I told you about this, bro, and I warned you this would happen when he loses, and he fucking lost.
Bro, okay, all right. All that matters is one of the greatest moments ever happened on the Abu Dhabi card. Not Islam Makhachev winning the world title. All right, not Aljamain Sterling beating the injured TJ Dillashaw. It was when Beneil Dariush shocked the world, beating Matsu Gamrot. All right, the timeline was destroyed. Okay, after that fight, bro, we all know what was supposed to happen.
Yo, chat, can you see this flip flop? You just said Gamrot was his boy 2 minutes ago. Now he just crowded him.
No. Listen.
Gamrot beat Charles.
We were supposed to fight Islam. Then, sadly, Volk got the fight, which I have no problem with, but he did get the fight. The timeline was this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what time traveler decided to mess with the timeline. But Benny was supposed to be a world champion by now, okay? And it just all got messed up. And these guys start playing with dark magic. Charles Oliveira landed the luckiest kick of his life. And Armin Sarukian landed the luckiest.
What about Armin Sarukian? Was his punch lucky as well?
Yeah, hell motherfucking yeah, bro. When does he knock someone out, bro? All right, there has to be luck, bro. There has to be a fluke. I'm standing on that. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. It is.
You know what? I'm loving the copium. I'm loving it.
But listen, it is what it is. We're coming back. The comeback trail will be talked about for the next 3 years, for ages. They talk about how Beneil Dariush came back from this anguish.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see his retirement fight with Clay Guida.
Bro, we would kill for bro. Are you trying to kill that old man? Like, bro, he does not want smoke. All right, he does not want the Benil smoke. Okay,
It's weird though. Like if you've looked at pictures from Benil this year and last year, he looks like he's aged a decade.
I know he does look old.
Like he looks like fucking hell. Those 2 losses have really hit him. Oh fucking hell, man! They've got Brito and Jack Shaw on this card. Why have they done this to the UK?
I know, dude. Brito is gonna fucking smoke that dude.
Bro, do you know what the worst thing is? I'm gonna have to double down and pick Jack Shaw decision, even though I know there's a good chance he gets smoked.
I mean, Brito's pretty good. I mean, he has a win over what's his name, Diego Lopez.
Yeah, that Brito is one of those guys at 145. There's not many prospects in that division, so I think, especially on that Brazil card, if he gets a solid knockout, they could give him a jump in competition, like a Dan Ige or something.
Yeah. You know, I do want to talk about a little bit of boxing here, actually. Someone went before
we talking about Devin Haney.
Of course. We got to talk about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia.
King
Ryan Garcia. What did you think about that, bro?
I didn't watch that fight live, innit? Because obviously I didn't want to stay up till 6 a.m. to watch that shit.
Yeah.
That was so satisfying. So satisfying. I know obviously he's overweight and stuff, but to see Devin Haney on the canvas like that was fucking inspiring. Because you know what it is as well? He's got no personality. He can't sell fights. His style is shit to watch. His pops is always talking the most. To see him get smoked like that was hilarious.
Okay, all right. But here's my thing on the whole entire fight. I think this was a true king versus king classic, right?
Oh, God. This is ridiculous. This is offense. This is king versus king. How many fucking kings are there, bro? Like, this is Dan Hooker and Jalen Turner. Just pick a guy.
Hey, bro.
You know how upset I'm going to be when Aljo ends up fighting fucking Arnold Allen? I'm going to be so upset.
Okay, so you can use the line too, all right? So just wait in line. Wait in line, all right? But listen here. That fight was what boxing needed, in my humble opinion, all right? Not no goddamn Ryan Garcia versus Tank. We all know that fight was a bullshit cash grab where they basically dehydrated one person.
They fucking killed Ryan, bro. Like, I don't know why he fucking chose to sign the dotted line. I'd have fucking stayed missing.
Right? This is what makes boxing great. Devin Haney had a real opportunity, in my humble opinion, to not fight Ryan. He had nothing to gain from this fight. But the reason why Devin took the fight is because he's a fighter and he wants to be known as one of the best in the world. That's if you look at Devin's resume, I know some people don't like watching him fight, but he has fought top level competition throughout. All right. He should have fought Teofimo Lopez, but I mean, he lost to George Kambosos. He couldn't do nothing about that, right? But he fought George Kambosos twice, whooped his ass, right? He fights Loma. It was a close fight. Some people felt like Loma won. It is what it is. And then he fights Prograis, right? Isn't the greatest in the world, but he's a champ. And then he fights Ryan.
That guy was too small for him, bro. We all knew what was happening in that fight.
Exactly, right? So I know everyone's counting on Devin, and I kind of get it. It is what it is. He got beat pretty bad, but I do think he does deserve respect as a guy that's legitimate.
Fair enough for taking the fight, to be honest. Like, we know, but it's just like, does it make you appreciate? You know, when you think about it now, does it? Because obviously, I don't feel like he was very much appreciated when he was active. But does it make you appreciate someone like Floyd a bit more?
I mean, kind of, to a certain degree. But Floyd, here's the thing about Floyd.
There's one thing going 20-0, right? But 50-0 is mad.
Yeah, no, he's great and he's phenomenal. But here's the thing about Floyd, and then people are gonna get really mad. I respect Floyd; he's a great technician, but he, in his later career, and everyone's gonna talk about that Pacquiao fight. It shouldn't have happened that late. You know what I'm saying? Like, so is he a generational talent? Yeah, but there is always gonna be that actress in his career where he fought some of these prime guys a little too late. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of politics his way out of certain situations, but it is what it is. And I do think Floyd, he caused a lot of issues for the future of boxing, where you saw this issue where these guys are scared to lose, basically, and you saw the duck game, right?
It is weird though, because when you look at the greats before him, they had like 5, 6, 7, 8 losses.
Yeah, and you look at MMA right now, it doesn't fucking you can lose a fight, bro. It doesn't matter. Like Alex Pereira got smoked last year. He got bro, he was they were making memes about him, frozen like Elsa, this and that. Look at him now. He's probably one of the biggest stars in the UFC. People are saying him versus John Jones is a fight that should happen, right? So it's just like Devin, yeah, he lost his fight. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. He's technically still undisputed. Well, he's still technically the champ, right? So it's like, it's not the end of the world for him. I think this is what Ryan needed for his career. And yeah, it's just these guys are carrying boxing right now. Ryan,
Can we just hang our hats to Ryan Garcia because he basically got involved in 2 fights. He made the Tank fight and this fight happen.
exactly, right?
We need more. We need more of this, by the way.
Yeah, and I think this was such a great night for boxing.
I pissed myself laughing when I saw that press conference clip. I sent it to you thinking, no way, this is fucking real.
Oh no, it was all real.
He's watching Coco Melon in the background. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, that's nuts. But you know what it is? Fuck America. We can't talk about American boxing. We all know the UK runs boxing, anyways. Ask Anthony Joshua.
First, bro. Bro, you're gonna just oh my god, bro. Like you're gonna hold that over my head for like a
whole I told you get rid of the Steve Hay thing. You didn't listen though. Bro, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, if my boy Steve Hay replies to like a DM one day, and he goes, "Oh yeah, boy, yeah, bro, that's cool. I'll come on your boy's channel one day," and then he sees fucking that. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to explain that?
I don't know, bro. You say it's not your YouTube channel, bro. But
bro, do you know what it is? I am praying, yeah, because Tom's gonna fight on UFC 304. I'm praying Stipe's gonna come for some fucking reason and watch him. I'm praying Stipe comes to the UK so I can meet him. We can only pray.
I hope you meet him. I don't think
bro, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna tell him. Do you know how much of a schmuck you look like on Twitter? And I'm the only one who defends you on that platform, by the way. I'm like the only fucking Stipe fan on there. So
yeah.
I'm gonna tell him.
I mean, here's the thing about Stipe Muchacho. Once he decides to fight, it is.
I told you, bro. My boy John Jones is ducking. It's not our fault. Yeah, we've been ready since last November.
Long has it been since that man's fought?
Is it our fault though? John Jones has ducked him twice.
Answer the question, young man. Answer the question, bro.
I'm gonna look this up now. I think it's 3 years. But
yeah, bro, right? Like it was like pandemic time, bro. Like,
it's not our fault though, man. Like, you know what it is, yeah? I need to explain something to you, Mr. Jabroni. My boy Steve A1 works as a first responder. He's too busy saving lives and giving you shadows like entertainment and fights all the time. My boy actually saves lives, okay? Like, he's rescuing like dogs out of burning buildings and stuff. Like, it's not his fault. John Jones is like, oh, I'll fight you. Maybe or not. John Jones is too busy driving cars over trees and stuff. It's not his fault.
Hold on. Before we talk about John Jones, have you seen that video, the MMA group? I haven't watched it yet.
Is it the one that he says he thinks John Jones is a closet?
Yeah, bro.
Well, I've not seen it, and to be honest, I don't really care that much, whether he is or not. I really don't care. John
Isn't
Jones
that crazy though? Like that's what it's coming. Like that's what YouTube content has come down. Especially
he's got to be brought senseless to make content like that, though. Fucking hell.
Oh my god, bro! I was like, I'm not hating. I love you. You guys know I love Guru, right? But what the fuck? Like, I could not make a video like that.
He's got to be the only one who could take a clip or something, a 20-second clip, and make a 20-minute video.
I know, right? Like, it's just nuts. Like,
I've never seen anything like it.
What is going on?
There's no one like it on the space as well.
I know, he's a different.
Did you see the video of Dana posting the receipts of all the creators that were trashing 300?
Yeah, he didn't add Guru, though. It was pretty funny.
I wonder why he didn't add Guru. Quite convenient. But
he added
like, he fucking flamed it as well. Like, what the fuck?
Like, he added, dude. I used to actually really like that podcast, but he added like, what's that dude's name? John McCarthy and Josh Thompson. I cannot even watch that no more. It is so bad, bro.
I've seen clips about it, and the amount of bias they have towards the Bellator was insane. It's to the point where their takes aren't even like normal takes. They're just, do you know what I mean?
It's just whatever. Like, I don't even think they watch the product. It's like, I've noticed with some of these guys that used to fight, they just kind of talk and they don't watch the product at all. You know,
it's like Brendan Schaub, doing it. If you've ever seen him talk.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad, bro. That decline in actual like attention span was just so bad. Like I think he just got retarded after like a day. Like okay, I'm not gonna say a day, but after like a year of doing what he was doing, like, and he seemed pretty good at it. He just became retarded right after.
The thing is, though, he got his credibility off the back of Joe Rogan's MMA show, in it, and then obviously he made his platform off the back of that. People started following because of it, and then you hear him talk about fighting now, man. You're just like, you find. I'll be honest, yeah. If you didn't know who he was, would you find it hard to believe he used to fight in the UFC?
I know, right? It's so crazy. It's so
nuts to me. So nuts to me. Like, I'll watch him, and I think, can't believe this is the guy who smoked Crow Cop. And I used to like Crow. Like, Crow Cop was one of the first fighters I liked as well, and I was so upset when that happened. I think that's why I always smoke Brendan Schaub. You know, I think that's why I always get.
I'll never forget when Travis Brown was like literally like destroying him, and I didn't know what the backstory was behind it. But, then when I found out that it was like some little love triangle with fucking Ronda Rousey, you're the ex-boyfriend and the current boyfriend beats you up. That gotta stings, right? That gotta fucking suck.
I mean, it's got to, right? Like, obviously, your ex is smashing a new guy, and he's also knocked you out.
Oh my god, bro, that fucking sucks, bro. Like, right? Like, that has to be the worst.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about Evelyn's cope session?
Who? Mozart?
Johnny Evelyn's cope session. Do you remember that?
That guy. Yeah, that fucking idiot. Dude, okay. So I guess since we talked about it last time at 25, we got to talk about it.
We'll briefly run over it. It's fucking funny, man.
So hold up. Let me see if I can find this, bro. What did he say? He said like, "Oh, I never really dated her or whatever."
Yeah, and he was like, I think he said something about the money not being an issue, bro. That's like half his fight pass, bro. We're not going to get into that.
Dude, okay, so let me see if I can find Mr. Johnny Eblin on this, right? He's a very interesting human being, right?
Interesting is the word.
So I guess it was a publicity stunt what they were doing. I guess that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And then so she goes on, I think Adam 22, right? That's what it was on. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find this motherfucker. What is? Let me see. Hold on.
I found the post. If I should send it to you.
Just send it to. If you can send it to my Twitter. Just copy the link and send it to my Twitter, and then I can fucking pull it up. But yeah, like I guess she's on fucking Adam 22 and saying that he brings it up about the MMA fighter. And I guess she said it just didn't go well, right? That's the date just didn't go too well, and they weren't like very similar. That's what I'm, that's what.
I'll send it to you now. I've got it. It's fucking funny, man.
Right. And then he responds, I guess, in the comments of that, right? And he's like kind of arguing with people, saying that no, it's not like that.
Thank you in it. Check Twitter. I think it'll be just a set of photos, but there'll be it should be videos as well.
Yeah, this is fucking so.
All you have to do is look through the comments as well of that post. So it's not even just the video; it's the comments as well. Because the video would just be the interview she did with him.
Yeah. Oh, this is crazy.
The crazy thing is, Adam 22 probably smashed for free as well.
Yeah, probably on his fucking little channel, right? He has like a OnlyFans thing, right, where he smashes like models with his girl. But okay, OnlyFans model Rebecca J says her relationship with Bellator middleweight champion Johnny Eblin wasn't fake. Claims viral video of him saying he spent $85K on her was real. That is wild. Where we live in.
That will be the video.
What was that?
I had a feeling you were going to talk about
it. Seemed fake.
Johnny Eblin? No, it wasn't fake. I went on a date with him.
And how did it get leaked to the media?
That's a good question. I don't know. You have to ask him.
Well, nothing happened there?
Mm-mm. What, as far as what?
You and him? You do the horizontal shuffle?
The horizontal shuffle.
I'm trying to be polite here.
No, we didn't. We
give you some ground and pound?
No, we went on a couple dates.
You had sex for.
Hey, Johnny. Hold up. Just look at this. Oh my god! Like, look how much stuff he bought her. That's not fake, right?
Bro, that is not fake. Bro, check the comments, bro, because he's sat there interacting with fans who are taking a piss out of him. That's the funny part.
Hold up, let me see this. Let me see. Dude. Oh no, it's because I don't have an IG account on this thing. Fuck. Yeah, they're gonna hate.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I can't find it. But yeah, look at this stuff, y'all. Look at this stuff.
Bro,
Oh,
I'll read you some of the. I'll go on my phone and I'll read you the comments. This will be funny.
or screenshot it and maybe like send it to me.
Okay, that works. That works.
Yeah, and then but yeah,
I've just posted the post, so it'll be easier to do it that way.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's so ridiculous. I here's my thing with Johnny Eblin. I know a lot of people know I'm not the biggest fan of him. You know, the Gegard Mousasi fight, just this is his voice. But this right here, it just took it over the top. It's just, you know what I don't like? When somebody gets fame, right? And you know where they come from, wrestling background, embrace the grind, right? You know, nothing too crazy. And they start doing this weird fake shit. Like, it's like what Jorge Masvidal said, right? He's not into the fame, this and that, right? And then he gets fucking $1 million and he starts acting like a completely different person. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. And second of all, I do not think, or he should not think, that he's somehow the second best middleweight or he could fuck up Dricus Du Plessis. I'm not even a Dricus Du Plessis fan, right? But let's get it straight. Dricus Du Plessis would humiliate Johnny Eblin. Johnny Eblin is a decent pocket boxer with a double leg. That's it. All right. So let's just get something straight. So just to run it down about Mr. Johnny Eblin and his little fan club that thinks he could just run roughshod in the UFC is very hilarious. And we saw what Impa did. All right, y'all. He fucking almost smoked the guy. But this right here is just the cherry on top. All right. The simp behavior. It proves everything I said about the guy. All right. There's nothing to like. The fan club should I don't know, close down, look for new company. You know what I'm saying? Maybe change it up. But I just don't understand.
Where do you want me to send you Where do you want me to send you this stuff on?
On Twitter, if you can.
Twitter DMs.
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal.
This will be funny as fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, the Johnny Eblin fangirls, it's a wrap. And now it's just a waiting game. Also, yeah, I forgot. Here's the last reason why you shouldn't like Johnny Eblin. He fucking spit on the king, Fabian Edwards' fucking face.
We're getting that back, by the way. Don't worry about it. UK always wins rematches. That's as an American, he knows.
Oh man,
we always win the rematch. Luke Rockhold, Marty from Nebraska.
All right, did we have to talk about Lukey? Did we have to? Oh wait,
he won the other day, by the way.
Oh yeah, before we talk about Luke, yeah. Let's read these, right? No way she didn't let you ground and pound, champ, bro. Come on. Not even a tip. Oh, that's wild.
Bro, these are the ones. There's some smoking him, and there's some obviously him replying to. So you just have to go through the others to see.
But
fucking funny though, bro. I went through the comments. I'll be real. I could have screenshotted the whole chat, bro. It was that funny. There's only so many to show.
But yeah, Johnny Eblin. I'm telling you right now, Mr. Fabian Edwards will get it back in blood. All right. Boss man. And I just think it's just so weird that you can just spit in someone's face after they get knocked out and then deny it with your full being when it's on video, bro. There's clear video of it, it's there,
I really want him in the UFC just to see him get fucking banded about like Ben Askren did.
I mean, well, I think he could have I don't know.
We'll have relative success, but
yeah, like he's decent. Like it's middleweight, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, bro. This is look at this. Hold up. I wish I could show you guys the video, but here's a screenshot of it. It's not the best, but you could see the motion of his head.
I said this live as well, did I not? And everybody thought I was going mad. This is what I was pissed off about because he was winning the fight as well, which infuriated me.
Yeah, like look at Johnny Eblen here.
He's cocked his head back and he's going to spit at him.
What kind of man does?
You can see him obviously loading up.
Yeah, right. He's getting the loogie ready. I pray for Fabian's sake that he fucking goes out there and just mutilates him. He just completely outworks him.
If you watch the Impa fight now, if you're Fabian, you go, right, why the fuck did I fight him so passive the first time? I need to fuck him up.
Yeah, you have to go after him. He's he's a decent pocket fighter. That's it. Like, I'm not gonna say he doesn't have any power, but he's just.
I don't think he does, bro. I really don't.
No, he can swat a little bit. Like I'm not gonna say like he can.
Do you think there's a single middleweight he can rock though? Strickland, no. Adesanya, no. Whitaker, no. Jared, no. Marvin, no. Brendan, maybe. But even Brendan's got some tricks up his sleeve on the feet. Paulo Costa, no. Imavov, no. Delidze more if he gasses. Jack Hermanson, no. Kamzat, no. Anthony Hernandez, no. Maybe.
I could see him. Well, Jack Hermanson has a suspect chin. I could see him swat. No, here's the thing. I've seen him. He kind of rocked Mousasi a lot. He can swat a little bit. He did catch Fabian. It did happen. He can swat a little bit. But what I'm saying is he's a decent pocket fighter.
You always get it back in blood, though. I'm telling you, we're getting that one back.
No, you guys are gonna get it. No, I think you will. I think Fabian's better than him.
You're gonna get it. I just think it's one of those cases where the better fighter lost, and I'm like, we'll get it back though. I'm not. Yeah. I was upset, but I was only upset because do you know what it is? Like when one of my fighters lose, I can take it. But it's like I was upset at the aftermath.
Yeah, it's like when you.
It's more upset about the spit than the actual.
Yeah, there was no need for spitting, right? And
because the build-up wasn't even all that, so we don't really know why he came into it with that energy.
Yeah, and then
he started talking at Leon and talking about all these other fights. It's like, mate, you fight in that promotion, stay in your lane, like fight your contract out, and then talk about the UFC. Otherwise, stop trying to pull out a guy from the weight class beneath you.
It's also annoying too. Like one thing I wish Bellator fighters or PFL fighters would stop doing is stop talking about potential matchups in the UFC because it's never gonna happen.
Pitbull did it for years.
Like, okay, Pitbull. The only reason why I said it was okay with him is because he
should have come though. Be honest, with his age and when he had 2 belts, he should have come at one point.
I think he would have been able to compete. Unless you are the best in the promotion and you are looking like okay, Pitbull looked so good when he knocked out Michael Chandler, and then Michael Chandler came to the UFC and knocked out Dan Hooker. I'm telling you right now, Pitbull looked
his stock was never higher than then.
Exactly, right? So like I didn't have a problem when he did it, and I do think he could have competed at 145 at that time. And he's a pretty short guy. He has that kind of like.
Cejudo stopped a lot of that though, because Cejudo was still in the mix of talking about coming back, and you know how Cejudo was. He was always talking about the idea of coming back before he actually did.
Yeah,
and I think he stopped it for him in a way.
Yeah, and I think Pitbull he could have been successful. He really could have. But you're right. Like most of these guys, I just don't see it. Like Johnny, he's maybe like top 10 or lower, top 15 at best. I think Pyfer might fucking fuck him.
I really want to see AJ McKee. I wonder what his situation is in terms of the contract.
The one guy I wish the UFC got, I don't know if he's damaged goods, but he seems like he's been fighting pretty good, is Aaron Pico. That's my guy right there. I think he has the most potential to be the most complete fighter.
Is he the jiu-jitsu schmuck?
No, you remember Pico, the kid that had so much hype, right? Good wrestler, an amazing wrestler. But
he's won the last 3, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he's fighting for the title. Coming, he's gonna fight.
Yeah. I like Patchy.
Yeah, Patchy. Oh yeah, Patchy Mix is also another one I think could actually compete in the UFC. I really do.
Yeah,
he's fucking dude. What he did to what he did to Stotts was so amazing.
Yeah, so mad,
dude. He just ran through those guys. And Sergio, obviously, we know how good Sergio is. He had.
You know what's crazy though, because I can't remember if you watched the PFL Bellator card.
I know I did.
I watched that card. It was like, right, Bellator more or less clean sweeped it, and you just sat there thinking, Bellator clean sweep these cards. There's this intrigue about PFL, right?
Yeah.
And then they can't even beat like the second league, and you're like, well, what's the golfing class between PFL and UFC fighters?
Dude, it's huge. No, you know what I used to tell people? People thought I was crazy. Bellator is way better than PFL in terms of talent.
Yeah.
The only thing that PFL does better than Bellator is presentation.
But it's just like PFL had Damon Jackson getting flying kneed in there, and we've somehow signed him.
I mean, Damon Jackson. I mean, I don't know. I can't even.
I don't really know why the UFC have signed Damon Jackson, if I'm honest with you.
I don't know, bro. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, he made Ili Taporia, bro. So they need cans. You do need cans. You need your jobbers. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. You basically called him Tajiri, bro.
Yeah.
Do you remember those schmucks who used to wrestle in Heat and Velocity?
Yeah, I do. But you need guys like, I mean, but I can't even call Damon Jackson a can because I wouldn't call him a can.
He's a top 25 like featherweight. If you said to me you was going to rank him,
yeah,
like top 25, top 30, around there.
Yeah,
top 20 if you give him the right matchups. But
exactly,
that chin's just there to be cracked. If I'm him, I'd potentially go to 55. He's been cracked one too many times at 45.
Oh, I felt so bad for Hernandez though. I thought Hernandez really won that fight against him, but it was a close fight.
That's the last time I ever follow your pick. By the way, I picked him just because he was your boy. No other reason.
Bro, like he won the fight, bro.
I needed to clean sweep that card as well. That's what pissed me off.
Like oh my god, he should have won that fight. But nonetheless, hey, let's talk about UFC 301 is coming up in Brazil. Is this the most depressing pay-per-view?
It's the shittest card they've built so far.
Right? Like, so apparently, I guess the rumor mill was going around. It's supposed to be Jose Aldo and Dominic Cruz that was supposed to be for the co-main event, but my guy Jonathan Martinez came in clutch after I guess Dominic Cruz wasn't able to.
What did I tell you about Sam Snooze, bro? I told you that guy always looks for a reason to fucking do nothing, bro.
Bro, he got injured, bro. What do you want?
What does he do, bro? He doesn't even commentate anymore. What the fuck does he do in his spare time?
Probably was training pretty hard, and
he probably does a Tony. He probably just walks down the fucking stairs and gets injured.
Well, I mean, he has the funky footwork, right? So it's like
funky footwork. Ask Cheeto about his footwork.
That's crazy, bro. Bro, you know what? Since you guys like talking about Demetrius Johnson being this goat, this and that, ask him how Suplex City was. Since you want to bring up goddamn Cheeto Bozo.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, DJ fought more times in a year than Cruz did in 3.
Yeah, whatever. We little brother. So what? All right. But yeah, I think at first when I heard Martinez was fighting Aldo, I was kind of like, well, I think Aldo might beat him because of the 3-rounder. But as much as I look into it again and again, I mean, like, he's been out for a minute, right? Martinez is fresh. He's the younger guy.
Do you know what it is? You talk too much sense, but I'm just gonna pick Aldo, aren't I? Because it's Aldo.
I get it, but I don't. I think it might be Martinez's time.
They must have been desperate to get Aldo on the phone, though.
Yeah,
but this is my problem with Jose Aldo because he's coming back to fight Martinez. Let's say he'd come back to fight after the Marlon Moraes lost. He would have gotten a Cruz fight or a Dillashaw fight, which would have done more for his legacy and add another name to the legacy. And it potentially was another fight back into that title shot picture. When you think about it, was you not talking about Aldo fighting Aljo because there weren't that many names left?
Yeah, especially after the Rob Font fight. Yeah,
I literally think all he had to do was come back after the Merab fight because Merab wasn't going to fight him.
Yeah,
it would have been one of those situations where Jose Aldo turns around, he beats someone like. He fights someone like Sanhagen. Obviously, Sanhagen's a tricky fight for him, but let's say he fought a Sanhagen and beat him, or he fought TJ and beat him. Then we're looking at potentially Aljo in fucking Rio.
Yeah.
Following year.
Yeah.
Aljo had fought in October, if I'm not wrong, against Peter Yan.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when TJ was coming back.
Yeah.
So we literally could have got them two fighting each other 4 months from then in February, which would have been a great fight to put it on.
Yep, I agree. No, I agree.
Instead of having fucking Nunes fucking main event in these fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is like with the fight in general, I just it does save the card kinda because before it looked really really bad, but I just see the Brazilian crowd being depressed. I really like for this whole card. I actually kind of
They've made a lot of mismatches on this fight. If you look at this card, they've made a lot of mismatches on this card on purpose.
Yeah, and I see what they're doing, but I mean, okay, so let's talk about the main event. I'm telling you, brother, everyone's gonna call me crazy. I think Steve Usyk is gonna go out there and put on a masterclass against Alejandro Pantoja.
What's he gonna do? Fucking decision him though. Everyone thinks he's Mike Tyson because of the one knockout.
No, I don't think that. I think he's going to. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of film lately on the fight, and I just honestly believe he's the way better boxer, but he's not going to do what Brandon Royval did and back up and give takedowns against the cage, right? I think he's going to pressure him. He's going to dictate the pace. He's going to grapple with him. If you actually watch a lot of his fights, he does grapple. You know what's kind of crazy? I could be bigging this kid up a little too much, but he reminds me of a like long, lanky, a little bit of an Alexander Volkanovski-esque kind of fighter in that division.
They come from that camp though, don't they?
Yeah, and like I don't think he's like the idiot JDM. This is a completely different level.
Do you think he's a bit of a TJ in that sense?
Yeah,
the boxing in the stance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I think it's going to be a bad stylistic matchup for Pantoja. I love Pantoja. He is the man. He ended the Brandon Royval nonsense, ended the Brandon Moreno nonsense. But I mean, you watch the Davis and Figueiredo fight, the uppercuts there, the boxing combinations that he likes to throw are very like wild, and it kind of like freezes guys. But if Usyk doesn't get frozen, you know. And
do you think the UFC, because obviously given the circumstances the division was in, do you think the UFC have said to Pantoja, you need to take this fight, but if you lose this fight, we'll have you run it back in Australia?
Yeah, I think that's the move. I wouldn't be mad at. I think it would
because I can't imagine him being too pleased fighting number 12 or whatever the fuck he was at the time.
But to be honest, that was the only option though.
It was the only option, but the UFC would have said to him, "Look, thank you for taking this fight. If you slip on a banana peel and lose, we'll have you run it back in Australia." I imagine that would have been a conversation, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what it is? It's like Brandon Moreno. You spent too much time on your Legos and less time in camp, so fuck you. You're not in the title picture. Royval, you need to win another one. Makayev, fight in the UK and win in convincing fashion. Then we'll talk. Manelka, stop missing weight, you fat fuck. And then obviously we can have a division that starts rolling again.
Yeah, I know.
Now Barsley get back.
Yeah, it's wild and
fucking crazy how all of these things have happened at once though.
Yeah,
Kai France has been concussed for what 6 years now.
Yeah, but I think it's worked out though in a way because like Kai France and Manal I think can officially happen now because I think he's back to training. Kai just recently said,
"Yeah, we've got the shittest 125 fight we could possibly have right now." By the way,
but no. I think no. That is the best fight for Kai, and the best fight.
Perez is a shit fight though. You can't deny it. As a main event of a fight night, it's not very good.
Well, there's a lot of trash, dude. If they did like a mini press conference for the fight before the fight, I think it would actually like they would actually get back, have a good back and forth. I think that's the fight to make, honestly. I don't think Nicolau versus Manal.
I'm hoping they reserve something special for that 305 card in Australia, though. If you've got Drickus and Izzy on ice, you've got Kai Kara France on ice. I know Rob's fighting in June, but you've got to give it if you're keeping Volk on ice and potentially having Ilya fight his first defense there, give us something special on that card because you're keeping all these guys on ice. We're going to get a fresh Volk, hopefully, a fresh Izzy, a fresh Manel Cap, a fresh Kai Kara France. You know what? Fuck it. Taito Vice is always on a fucking feature prelim. Fucking put him in against another fat heavyweight and slug it out. And yeah, we should have a decent card.
Yeah. No, but I do think I honestly think Manal Kape versus Kai is the best matchup and the most perfect fight for 125. Two guys that don't like each other, both guys that come out to bang. You know, I think it's gonna be a good fight.
I love that fight though, but they better not fucking stare at each other for 15 minutes after the smoke. They're all talking. It reminds me of, honestly, do you remember Rampage Jackson and Rashad Evans?
Oh yeah, that was a classic.
They talked smack to each other the whole tough series. That was one of the shittiest fights.
But it sold pretty good numbers. That's a pretty big pay-per-view, actually.
That's the problem, though.
For a 3-rounder too, you know. It sold great. I think they did.
If you could ask people if they could get their refund, would they get it? Everyone's getting their refund on that fucking.
Of course, yeah. But that was like, I mean, that's called prime time. Like that's how you do it, though. You know, that's how you sell.
I love that fucking tough season.
Yeah,
he's terrorizing that fat kid, calling him titties. Bro, you Americans are fucking funny, man.
You know, like how Rampage has this little podcast with with Jackson. I kind of hope they somehow find that guy and just do like a podcast, and they just kind of like they have some closure,
like a reunion 10 years later, or 15 years later.
That'd be hilarious, bro. That'd be peak, bro. Because I think they got the best like in terms of like MMA podcasts and just getting guests. I think it's the best. I really do. Like they're killing it right now. Like honestly, that Jackson guy, whatever his name is, they're. I
love. Have you seen his he had Raul Rosas Jr. on the podcast?
Oh my god, bro!
Have you seen that clip? I think you know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And he says to him, "Oh, have you lost your virginity?" Raul Rosas Jr. is like, "Yeah," because I think the kid's only 17 at the time. He's absolutely tearing into him. Like obviously, you know that uncle that makes embarrassing jokes.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of vibe. And he's like to him, "What was his name?" And he throws him off. He starts laughing, and Raul Rosas goes, "What? No." It's just like it goes so red. Honestly, it's so funny. Because you know what it is? That's when you realize he's actually just a kid that gets in the cage. Like,
yeah.
He's such a he's so raw and wet between the ears. Do you know what I mean? It's like you just realize he's just a fucking kid that gets in the cage and does what he loves.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Here's the thing, like I kind of shit on him, but the only reason I shit on him as hard as I do is it's just he had this weird hype for some odd reason that I'll never understand. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is though. This is the problem in the Contender Series. 20 years ago, the UFC wouldn't sign a kid like him.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be. This is the platform supposed to be for the biggest and best fighters in the world, but. Yeah. He's a big star on paper, but he's not one of the best fighters yet. He needs to be in like the developmental promotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like the UFC have got all these feeder promotions. Why can't he get another 10 fights under his belt?
Mm-hmm. I agree. You're right. You're 100% right. And
they do it with other fighters. Modestus goes back to Cage Warriors and goes back and forth. Reese McKee does it.
Yeah, I just think this all started with Chase Hooper. You know, like
fucking hell, bro. That curly haired twat.
Yeah.
They got criticized by these kids,
and I guess they want them to grow in the promotion, but I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I just don't think he'll. I think he's a little better than Chase because he's a little more aggressive. So I'll give him that, but I just don't know. I think he has a ceiling, and I saw what I need to see when he fought like Rodriguez, and it's just when that initial takedown.
Are we going to talk about C-Rod just ending everybody's hype? He broke the wrestler as well, man.
I know. Well, and that was a pretty close fight, though. I'm not gonna lie. The Delargian, whatever, the like Armenian guy,
Delgarian or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Some people are pissed about that. They thought he got robbed, but I mean, Christian Rodriguez is a fucking good talent, man. He's a good talent.
He's gritty though, isn't he? And it's just like fucking. It's just one of them.
Yeah, and then obviously we got to talk about like, dude, I don't even want to say his name. And it's kind of crazy. He's not that far away from me. Peyton Talbot.
Oh yeah, you are not a fan of that guy.
I refuse, bro. Oh my, what is wrong with him, bro?
That titties guy retired in 2015, by the way.
Oh, and you know what they're trying to build up? Him versus Sean O'Malley super fight. I refuse.
Peyton.
Yeah, I refuse, dude.
What about him gets in that fight though? I don't get it.
they see the superstar potential from him. I don't know. Bro.
He doesn't have the style though.
To make it, of course, but they're in denial.
Honestly, I watched his fight against Contender Series. I thought he was all right, but he was just there isn't something about him that he can step his foot on the pedal in round 3. Like there was just no urgency. Considering you're trying to get a contract, but you know what Dana's like, don't it? Fucking, I can hire this midget for fucking 12 and 12 instead of hiring a real fighter for 50 and 50.
Yeah, but bro,
we're so saturated with these Contender Series guys. Like that Anton Turklausch, he's 1-4 in the UFC. They've just cut him. They just signed him the other year.
Yeah, but
how many Contender Series guys do they sign and cut within 18 months?
It's nuts. But like dude, when I tell you Cameron Simon let the whole hood down that day, I have never in life.
I don't even thought, bro, because I picked him as well.
I've never in life ever been ashamed of a pick. You know what I'm saying? Like I was legitimately like he beat the shit out of Simon, bro. Like I'm like, what the fuck am I like look at this knee, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. It was so shameful, bro. It was so shameful. It was beyond shameful.
I'll be honest, do you know what it is? We forget they're fucking inexperienced kids learning on the job, and that's exactly what he looked like in there.
Yeah, like no, you're right. You are right to a certain degree.
Yeah. Which is why, believe it or not, I didn't shit on Bo Nickel for his performance.
Oh yeah, right. He actually, I didn't think he looked bad. I thought he looked pretty good.
I didn't think he looked bad. I just thought you put him in there. He's with a guy who's somewhat durable. I think Brundage has only ever been KO'd twice, or one of them is at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
So he's not some guy who gets smoked in 30 seconds. Like I know people weren't happy with this matchup. I wasn't either.
Yeah.
It's not a guy that fucking rolls over in the fucking first minute of a fight. Like that just isn't going to happen. Forget this is an individual who's 26 years old, and he's about 2-3 years in the fucking sport. I'm sorry if he's not fucking prime Fedor in the first year of his career. Right.
He's a legit.
He's a legit athlete, but I think because of his athleticism, he's going to power through. But
yeah, I
still have to match him correctly, man.
Yeah, my thing is like, how far does he get in the sport? Like, it's a weird thing, but I do think
he's got potential. He's got potential at middleweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what weight he wrestled at in terms of his wrestling. Can he make 170 in your opinion? Because I don't think he has a chance of winning about 205.
No, I think 185 is perfect for him.
But could he make 170 if he was to chase the second belt?
No, I wouldn't be a good cut for him. He's not that like. I know he looks pudgy, but it's like you
don't look big enough for 205 though. This is the thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look this schmuck up actually now. See what weight he wrestled at.
Yeah, but I mean,
if it says 178, then he's 28, so he's not that big.
Yeah, I just don't. I think 185 is kind of perfect for him.
He's wrestled at 174, 184. If he can make 174, he can make 170. No,
I don't know. I just don't think like for him.
Actually, you know what? This is back in 2016. Fuck no, that's nearly a decade. That's when he was 20. He ain't making that weight now.
Yeah, I don't know. Even he could like. I just think he'd get knocked the fuck out if he tried it. And there's a lot of good wrestlers in that division. So there's a lot of guys that can stuff.
Also going to offer a lot more on the feet, not just the grappling as well.
But I'm always impressed by him though. Like he's always getting better. He's just a talented kid, man. I just don't think. I don't know. Like I don't understand why they're putting him in these positions where like he's like on the main card, and they're just putting him in.
The UFC are making it their mission to get everybody to hate him.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you've got someone there with Stardust.
It's like
me and you have said this in the last 3 shows. Just let him build his stock up. Let him fucking main event a fucking fight night or something. Give him a reputable name.
Yeah.
A name that he could potentially get past.
Like, it's wild. Like, and it's kind of crazy. Like, Brendan Allen hasn't been on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
A main card. He's been an Apex guy for at least the last 2 years.
Bo Nickel's been here 5 minutes and he's already been on the main event of 2 pay-per-views, if I'm not mistaken.
Humongous pay-per-views, So it's like I just don't I don't get it. Like, I like the kid. Like, I think he can be really special. I think he can be a future.
Do you know what? I'm excited for you guys because you guys don't really produce prospects like the UK. Do you know what I mean? Happy for FA, my American friend, because like we're seeing Dagestan take over the sport, and these Americans are like, oh no, these Russians are killing us. They're smashing us in this game.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, like if you want advice on how to beat a Russian, ask my boy Tom Aspinall. He'll tell you. He did it in like a minute. But sure is. I love fucking with you about this. I love this.
Listen, bro. Listen.
You're gonna. You know what? When we do this in person, you're gonna fucking hate me, bro. I'm gonna be so unbearable.
But listen, bro. I'm telling you right now, Mr. Curtis Blades is ending the nonsense.
Bro, we're not even fighting Blades, bro. We've got Captain Crunch Cyril in July.
You think that's gonna happen?
Yeah, man. The UFC have been obsessed with that fight.
I think they're gonna wait. I think that's the fight they want to make for like the actual undisputed belt.
I'm hoping you're right, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter now, next week, next year. My boy's gonna flatline Cyril going in a round.
I think.
I don't really know.
So they announced that they're doing a UFC card in Manchester, right? I think.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm just praying I get fucking tickets.
I think it's gonna be Bilal and
Leon.
I think that's what's gonna be.
And then Tom Aspinall.
I think Curtis.
Blades are gone. We're gonna get MVP Wonderboy. Hopefully, we're gonna get Paddy on that card. Fuck knows who against. This is another one. Do you know how I talked about earlier about your fighters fight? If he ends up fighting Matt Favola, I'm gonna be unhappy with that booking as well. So they could potentially book him against Matt Favola.
Yeah, but I mean that's I don't know. Like Paddy's in a weird area because it's like he's also another guy where like he's winning fights, but like he's not getting over with the fans. Like he's each fight where it's like.
Do you know what it was though? Like it was. He went back and forth with Ariel, didn't he? And then Ariel pulled out the receipts, and he hasn't recovered.
Yeah, Ariel cooked them.
Ariel cooked him. I'm not gonna lie, that Paddy's my guy, bro. But maybe it's just me, and maybe me and you might be similar in a sense. If I know a guy's got receipts on me, I'm not gonna put him on blast because that's dumb.
Well,
that's really dumb. Like I know he got Dana on his podcast, and he wanted to look good in front of the boss, but he absolutely fucked it there. He had a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I know, man. It just made, and then like he has the Jared Gordon performance right after. Yeah. Like it was bad timing. But with
do you know what it is as well? Because obviously that card was great from what I remember, and all he had to do was say something along the lines of, "Do you know what? I've hurt my foot in the first round. The fight didn't go as planned. I'm not happy with my performance, but I got the W, and I'm looking to get back in the octagon next June. I need some time to take off." That's all he had to say.
Yeah.
And he was saying stuff like, Jared's a warrior. He can take a punch. I thought I won the fight. What about performance of the night, guys?
Yeah, I know. It was so bad.
It was just... I just think all he had to do, right? He could have bounced back from the Ariel thing. All he had to do was have the right post-fight speech.
Yeah.
But then he doubled down on it, didn't he? So it it fucked him up even. It just made him look even worse. And like I said, I still like him, innit? It's very early. He's another one who's very early in his career.
And you know what's crazy? Like he didn't have a bad fight against Tony. Like I actually thought like
he looked the best I've ever seen against anybody who's fought Tony since Justin. That was my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, but the only thing with that performance though is that there was moments where I was like, okay, Tony's doing good here. I don't know like how to judge that performance because I just honestly don't know where to judge Tony right now. Is he just bottom feeder at this point? Like
for me, it was like maybe it was just me. I saw Tony still drop the other schmucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Chandler, like your Chandlers, your Bobby Greens. He was rocking those guys all over the gaff. Paddy didn't really give him any space to breathe. Obviously, he got a bit tired in the third, but I kind of put that down to ring rust and obviously his leg not being 100%. But for me, I was still very happy with his performance. And that might be just me, obviously being a UK MMA fan, but it's a bit different for me because obviously, like you've obviously watched American sports, and obviously you guys have always had fighters coming through.
Yeah.
Especially for me watching MMA, we've not always had that luxury. So when I do see fighters, I'm excited, but I don't get too excited because I'm like, fuck, I can't run the risk of watching someone and then they get forward checked, and you're like, fuck, you just know these guys aren't going to win a belt. Like fucking, I already know Nathaniel Wood isn't going to win a belt.
But you know, it's kind of crazy though. I really like Nathaniel. I think he's really like a good fighter. But I
like him at 35. I don't like him at 45 though.
But the cut is horrible, right? Like
35 is a fucking 35 is a shark tank. That's the problem.
Yeah, like
but there's no one. I don't think there's anybody there that cracks super hard for him to be fucking shocker.
At 35?
Yeah.
Nah, he'd get fucking hurt, man.
Bro, if I pull up the rankings, bro, I don't even think. Do you want me to pull up the guys outside of the rankings or in it?
No, not in it. Like I think Ricky Simon.
Mario Batista, no. Martinez, no. Pedro Munoz, no. Ricky Simon, maybe. But
Ricky can crack. Yeah.
No, yeah, but Ricky Simon, you should be able to see that fucking overhand from a mile away if you got something about you.
Okay.
Cruz, no. Kyler, no. Umar, no. Rob Font combinations, yes, but single shot power, no.
No, I will disagree with you where Kyler does kick hard.
He kicks hard, but in terms of punching power,
okay, no.
Okay, Song Yadong, yes. Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Do you think Figueiredo's power's carried at 135?
Oh yeah, you saw what he did to Font.
Cejudo, not really. Cheeto, no. Yan in bunches, yes. Corey, in terms of his hands, no. Marab, no. O'Malley, yes, he's a sniper. Yeah. I don't look at the rankings and think, oh my god, he could get flatlined.
But I mean, Dodson smoked him though. You know,
how hard does Dodson hit though compared to the schmucks I've just named though?
I mean, Dodson obviously hits hard, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my point is that it happened, you know, and.
But you get fighters who make monstrous cuts and still make it, still protect the chin though. Like we saw, like believe it or not, we saw Luke Rockhold. He was never a natural 85er. The guy won a bout and smoked people. He ran through that division. Am I wrong in saying that? He did run through that division.
No, he did. No, you're right. But I don't know.
Me and you both knew he wasn't a legit 85er.
Yeah, but look at this photo of him cutting weight to 135. It's one of the craziest things I've ever saw.
There's always fucking crazy photos though. They always do it to fucking.
No, but this one's actually kind of insane. You can actually see the veins. Like, look at this. Hold up.
You'll have to show me.
Hold on, let me just pull it up.
I think I know about the photo you're on about. I think that's why I'm not too concerned, but you'll have to show me if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, like look at this shit. You can literally see his veins. That's like at least some like below 10% body fat.
But he needs to fight. He needs to fight in. You know how Islam Makhachev had a longer rehydration window because he fought in Abu Dhabi the second time.
Yeah,
like Nathaniel Wood, if he's gonna fight at 35, you just need to pick a venue that's gonna give you a longer rehydration window.
Yeah,
because we saw the difference that made. I know obviously Volt came in unprepared, but we saw the difference at the rehydration.
Yeah, I just don't. After I saw this, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time. And like, he was looking good at 145. He was on a run, and then he fought what's that guy's name, Mayev or whatever. And I thought he kind of won that fight. So,
I thought he beat Casey Kenny, bro. That fight I'm pissed off about, especially because it's one of you American schmucks as well.
Oh yeah, Casey Kenny hasn't been seen like since, bro.
What the fuck's happened to him? Is he just not fought since Cruz?
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird because he's actually really, really good. Like I remember I was watching some you remember the Haley Alateng fight where he literally
I think I remember briefly.
He just beat the shit out of him with body kicks. Like it's like what bro, it's like one of the worst.
Oh no, he fought some. I don't even remember. I don't remember him fighting Song Yadong. He hasn't fought in 3 years though.
No, he fought Song Yadong. But the Haley Alateng, like it was a beat down of a century. And yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Bro, look at the fighters he's fought though, man. Fucking hell. Smoker, Alateng, and Wood.
Yeah. He beat the shit out of Smoker too. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. I'm just saying, bro. My boy Nathaniel Wood's got a legit resume on like your American stat padding bums. Andre Philly, Charles Jordan, Charles Rosa. Just saying, bro. Andre Yule. I'm just saying, yeah. Like the UK, we don't really duck fighters. Like we don't really like stat pad or cherry pick our fighters to the belt like the Americans do, innit?
Oh, dude, relax, bro. Relax,
my boy Leon won 13 fights to get to a belt, yeah. So let's not do this, yeah. My boy won like 11.
Oh my god, dude! All right, you can even look at Tommy Aspinall. Who did he fight before the Volkov fight?
The Volkov fight.
What was it? It wasn't. I hope it wasn't Arlovsky.
Hey, yo, my boy, it's not my fault. My boy spends a minute with everyone, and they're like, UFC, like, oh my god, this guy's killing all our heavyweights. Who do we put him against?
I think but that's a jump up, brother. That's a jump up. That's a jump up.
We're not having this, bro. It's Arlovsky, Spivak, Volkov.
Yeah, that's it, bro. It's a jump up.
That's not even a jump up. That's like number 12 to number 7.
No, but Spivak wasn't number 12 when they fought, bro. Stop.
I swear to you, he was number 12 or 13, something ridiculous like that.
Like number 15, bro, at best.
Bro, look this up, bro. I'm not having this slander from you. All that matters is, my boy's last fight, he beat number 1. Lovich's ranking number was number 1.
Bro,
your boy John Jones beat number 3. So who's the real champion, eBay?
Oh my god!
Everyone knows the real heavyweight champ has the UK flag on it.
The real heavyweight champion. Listen here, is Jalton Almeida. Okay. All right. He was ragdolling Curtis Blades for a round. All right, and we saw what Curtis.
The other round.
We saw what Curtis did to Tom Aspinall. So we know how good Jalton Almeida is.
No, do you know what? I'm curious. What did Curtis exactly do to Tom for 15 seconds?
He was landing that decent jab, that one jab. No, I ain't gonna lie. There was a moment in there where like I felt like Tom didn't know how to deal with him, and then like he kind of looked a little awkward.
In all seriousness, though, like you know when you do your prayer videos and your American music and Hulkamania music in the background, and you're like, "Let's go, brother!" Like for America, and you're gonna be hyping this up when Curtis Blades fights Aspinall at 3 or 4, and then you're gonna be like, "Let me tell you something, brother," and then you're gonna do all of this talk for 15 minutes. You're gonna stay up till 5 a.m. just to watch your boy lose in a minute. Guarantee it. America is getting smoked. I'm telling you now.
No.
Whether they send John Jabrones Jones or they send Curtis Thin Blades, whoever America wants to send over. There's a 265er who's 6'4". Tom Aspinall is sending him to the stratosphere. Inside 2 minutes.
Here's my thing.
Like, guys, I don't even know why you listen to eBay's like money line bets and all this shit. Like, listen to my bets. Whichever heavyweight stares across from Tom Aspinall.
Oh my god!
Not from Stipe, because that fight's never happened, by the way. Put your money on under 2 minutes. Tom Aspinall round 1 finish. That's where your money's at.
Bro,
go on, FA. Come on, tell me.
Bro, who is the guy that heel hooked Tom Aspinall? I need to find this guy, bro. Let me find this guy, bro. This legend. I forgot his name, bro. I remember I did a tape study on it. But this legend.
It's Stuart Austin. I've just checked. That was young Chad Austin. That was young Chad Aspinall.
We need Stuart Austin to come back, bro.
That was like when he was like Aspinall back then. He was like a little squirtle, like didn't have much experience. Now my boy's like a fully evolved fucking Blastoise. So
yeah, I mean, no, Tom's good. Like I don't get it to Tom's good. It's just
I was just exaggerating. Yeah, but I can't wait to him to smoke one of your Americans though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to get it back, especially because of the heel, especially because we lost to Curtis Blades.
Exactly.
I still got people saying it like it's a legit loss. So
there was some legit aspects to that fight, bro.
Bro, I'm not even counting that as a loss, bro. We're getting that one back anyways. Don't worry about it.
All right, the first 2-second exchange they had, it was not a good look. It was not a good look for Tommy. It looked like
bro. Everyone said that. Everyone was saying that early on in the Pavlovich fight. They were like, "Oh my god, he's rocked him. He's hurt, bro." Like, guy put his gum shield back in his mouth. Yeah, he was just. And then, did you see my boy's head movement when Pavlovich?
Oh, bro, that was insane, bro. That was insane,
bro. We were playing. Everyone knows it. My boy only beat him in a minute, yeah, and my boy spent half of it showboating. That goes to show. My boy could have knocked him out in 10 seconds if he wanted to.
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
No, look at the display picture. Who's sleeping? I didn't even know it's possible to sleep standing up.
But come on, bro. This is trying to get ridiculous.
I'm just saying, bro. This is what we do to Russia, innit? Like you guys take some advice off us.
What are you talking about? You never knew this could happen. You didn't see Jimmy Manuel getting slept a million goddamn times.
Hey yo, we're not disrespecting Jimmy Manuel, okay? He fought past his
UK's finest.
My boy was campaigning, to to help the disadvantaged youths of the UK. So he sacrificed himself in order to make.
What, he sacrificed his chin for it?
Hey, bro, that's the only fight you've got. Rakic has got on his resume that makes him relevant. What happened at 300?
Oh, okay. All right. Since you wanted to bring up that, what about the legendary Darren Till when he fought the Cuban bum Jorge Masvidal? What about?
Hey, we're not counting that one. Okay, that was like short notice power boost. We're not counting that one. Yo, didn't we beat Wonder Soy?
Bro,
we put Wonder Soy on his bum before it became fashionable. We can do this all day.
Close, very close split decision.
We can do this all day, eBay. We can do this all day. Like, I've got Marty from Nebraska hitting dabs in the middle of the octagon, trying to put his arm across from Leon's shin hitting him.
All right, but let's never forget when legendary Derek Brunson kicked that boy out the UFC. We'll never forget that. All right.
Yo, it wasn't even Brunson. Okay, Drickus was the last fight. So.
No one cares.
Technically, on paper, the last fight my boy Till lost to was the champion, so he doesn't look like a bum. So
but listen, the Derek Brunson one was the one that just ended it all, bro.
My boy Drickus beat him, so last. So you know what, my boy's resume doesn't look that bad when you say, do you know what, he lost to the current champ. Look at who Brunson's losing to. Let me pull up his record.
I don't think Brunson's ever lost to the UK. I think
9 fights he's lost. Oh, good God.
Oh, bro, this guy, bro.
Ray Cooper III. Do you know who that schmuck is? I don't know who that schmuck is.
It's a former PFL champ, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah. So good they named him 3 times, yeah? You Americans are weird, bro. Cannoneer. I remember that. I've never seen like a towel ever get thrown in an octagon. Have you?
This is crazy, bro.
They always throw the towels for the Americans. Yeah, they never do it for the UK. I wonder what that is. We don't.
They should have thrown one for Michael Bisping when he met God himself the day when Hendo threw that bomb on his face.
He won the big stakes fight though.
The big stakes fights, bro. He barely won the big stakes fight.
Drickus, corner stoppage. All I'm saying, bro, it's become a bit of a habit. Derek Brunson and corner stoppages. It's a bit mad, bro. Like, yeah, Israel Adesanya. Yeah, I remember Izzy taunting him, bro. Head kick and punches, Jacare Souza. Your boy got headshot by Jacare, who's a grappler. Mad.
Oh, come on. This is getting a little outrageous.
Robert Whittaker, head kick and punches.
That was a fluke. The whole world knows that was a fluke.
How's your boy lost to a head kick and punches twice in a row? How much of a schmuck does that make you? How do you get hit with the same thing twice?
Oh my God! Now you're actually.
Romero punches and elbows. Oh good God! Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that.
He almost won that, by the way.
Yeah. Brunson's always almost winning a fight till he's not. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So never ever talk about Darren Till. Yeah, my boy lost to the current champ right now, so you don't look too bad.
Derek Brunson literally owns him. He literally owns him, bro.
And he beat Robert Whittaker, by the way. So the judges robbed us.
Come on, bro.
You're telling me Till didn't beat Whittaker?
No, he didn't, bro. He did. It's 4-1, bro. It's 4-1,
bro. I'm not having you say that.
I don't even like Rob. I don't even like Rob, bro. But they was 4-1 Rob.
It weren't even 4-1. I don't even know why you're twerking for Rob right now.
I don't know. It's just the truth. It's a fact. That's how you know it's the real. If I'm saying it's 4-1 Rob, that's how you know it's the most actual factual.
Okay, but in seriousness though, like I need to check something for a second.
But I mean, I think this is a good spot to end it. I think we talked.
Yeah. No, give me a second. I need to check something.
All right. But yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is that only 1 champion for America and 2 for the UK? What? You're seeing this. 125 Pantoja.
That is crazy.
145 Georgia. 155 Russia. 170 UK. 185 South Africa. 205 Brazil. Heavyweights UK.
No.
135 is America.
No.
2-1 to the UK. Am I seeing that right?
No, you don't have your 2 champs. You know what?
2-1 to the UK. Do I have that right?
Are we bragging about second place?
And you're talking mess.
Are we bragging about interim? Are we bragging about interim titles?
My boy beat number 1 to get his belt. Your boy beat number 4. How is that even remotely like comparable?
Does it matter, young man? Does it matter, young man?
Yeah, we'll tell John Jones to sign on a dotted line.
There's interim and then there's champion. Yeah, I know you see it on the rankings. I hope we're not
saying
second place right now.
You could argue. Watch, I guarantee. Yeah, when 304 comes around, they're gonna promote Tom Aspinall like he's the real champ, and you Americans are gonna get fucking mad. Watch. I just know they're gonna do it. They're gonna say Tom's the guy.
Yeah, you know, there was another guy named Henan Barao that was defending his interim belt. Where is he at right now?
Yeah,
you know,
we're either gonna compare Barao to like Tom Aspinall. Like, let's be for real for a second. Yeah. Like,
hey man, at one point, Barao was considered the man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. That's like comparing a Rolls Royce to a tractor. Let's not disrespect Tom Aspinall like that. Dude.
I'm just saying, you never know. Curtis Blades might be a little bit of TJ Dillashaw. Might give him that humble pie.
Or he could still be snoring like the Derek Lewis fight.
All right, bro. All right. You know,
I'll tell you, by the end of the year, the UK is gonna get you, bro. But yeah, the UK is gonna get it. Yeah, but yeah. On a serious note, though, when we fight one of your heavyweights from America, do you like your Hulk Hogan video and your prayers and?
Oh no, it's coming. No, now I wasn't gonna do it at first, but because of this interaction right here.
Yeah. I put this in the edit as I'll put this segment of us going back and forth in the edit.
No, this is insane. I never knew Ed
with so much chest.
Yeah, I didn't know where all this confidence came from, bro.
You know what it is? The confidence came because obviously we've got more champs than you guys, so we're a bit more relevant.
It's 2 and 2. It's 2. It's literally 2. It's literally 2 and 2, bro. But
isn't it crazy though? Your boy won his belt before mine did, and he's going to defend it first.
Okay, first, here's the thing. All right, all right. You got me even. I don't know. I'm in a weird world where I have to defend John Jones, but listen here. He was supposed to fight Stipe Muchacho. All right, it was gonna happen. All right, you should actually be thanking Mr. Johnny.
Who pulled out? Answer the question. Who pulled out?
Okay, all right. Crackhead did, but listen. You should be thanking that even happened. Because you wouldn't even be in that situation to begin with, all right? And then you got your silver medal, all right? And now you're starting to parade a little bit like the king. You better relax. There's a guy named Curtis Blades still there, Papa Blades.
I'm just saying, yeah. When you do your video, you're obviously bashing the UK, and then the fight happens, and then America loses. I want you on the next video with an apology video to Tom, sipping cups of tea. British tea as well. Yeah, eating fish and chips if you've got fish and chips in America. I don't know. I want to see you with the UK flags in the background. I want to see you like glazing the UK. So
okay,
yeah, we're gonna make it happen though. Honestly, it's gonna be fun. It's been fun interacting like this.
Okay, that's a deal. That's a fair enough deal. I'll do that. But you know, when I make deals like that, you guys know what happens, right? When Angelo Cash had to put the beard on the line, when Ricky Simone fought Jack Shore, we saw what happened, right? So when these situations usually happen, when big things are on the line for eBay, we see who comes out on top, right? So, Mr. Ed, I'm just letting you know, you're trying to put eBay at risk right now. You're trying to put him in the corner.
I've basically made you a dope video though with the Hulk Hogan.
It would be a dope video, but obviously we all know America's always gonna stay on top. So Curtis Blades, we trust, baby. But hey,
Vietnam would disagree with that, but yeah, let's move.
Whoa, that's crazy. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think that's the best way to end this.
All right, peace out, guys. We've gone on, we've overstretched it now.
The fight talk. We'll be back to recap 301 though, for sure. This probably 2 weeks, but yeah. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry for cutting out so much on this, but hey, it is what it is. But hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this eBay fight prediction nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.
Peace.